This
No,
conference will
ma'am.
now be recorded.
Fine then.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
should we create a new company, ma'am?
Uh, Continue with the existing company. In last class, we created one company, no?
Yeah, yeah, ma'am.
That company.
Okay.
So, receipt voucher. So, receipt of voucher is all about when you receive the amount through a cash or a bank for any business transaction should be recorded in this voucher. So, the syntax for receipt voucher is credit,
We
income
did
ledger,
last time on
debit,
counter
cash
voucher we
or
have done.
bank account.
Last class we have done counter voucher.
Guys, mute yourself. So, see here, receipt voucher and the function key for that is F6. The amount received for any business transaction should be recorded in this voucher. Okay. Path gateway of tally, transaction, voucher, F6. And the syntax for that is credit income ledger like commission received, discount received, interest on investment received, rent received. So these are the credit ledger and debit, cash or bank. So you're receiving the amount through a cash or a bank. So this is the syntax for your receipt voucher. So we'll continue with the receipt voucher. Do you have any query regarding the meaning of a receipt voucher?
No, ma'am.
Fine then. So we'll discuss. So practical exercise on receipt voucher. Received a rent of rupees 5,000 and commission of rupees 5,000 by cash for JP Nagar branch. So we are receiving the rent and the commission worth rupees 5,000 each. Second one, furniture worth rupees 18,000 was sold at 15,000 by ICICI Bank. So nothing but we are receiving the ICICI check of rupees 15,000 and we are selling the furniture worth rupees 18,000. Nothing but we are providing, we are allowing this discount worth rupees 3,000 to them. Third one, Vinod introduced rupees 60,000 into business by HDFC bank check. So Vinod introduced. So Vinod is the owner of this company. So introducing the capital worth rupees 60,000 by issuing the HDFC check. Next one. Received a SBI check of rupees 16,000 from Priya. So we are receiving the SBI check from Miss Priya. Next, received a brokerage charges by cash of rupees 3,000. So we are receiving the brokerage by cash worth rupees 3,000. So first we'll pass the journal entry for this. So as received rent. So cash account debit worth rupees 5,000, sorry, 10,000 So rent received, to rent received account 5,000, to commission received account 5,000. So this is the first transaction. So second transaction. Furniture worth rupees 18,000 was sold at 15,000 by cash by issuing by ICICI Bank. So ICICI Bank account debit 15,000. One more thing, that is discount allowed account debit 3,000 to furniture account, because furniture is going out of the business. So 18,000. Next, Vinod introduced rupees 60,000 into the business by HDFC Bank check. So you can take here HDFC Bank account worth rupees 60,000 to Vinod's capital account. Vinod's capital account worth rupees 60,000. So the third transaction. Next, received SBI check of rupees 16,000 from Priya. So you can take here SBI bank account debit worth rupees 16,000 to Priya's account. 16,000. Next, received a brokerage charge by cash of rupees 3,000. So you can take cash account debit worth rupees 3,000 to brokerage received worth rupees 3,000. Do you have any query regarding any of the journal entries? No, fine then. So the next step, we are going to create ledger. If you are continuing in the same company, so already we have furniture account, we have a furniture account and bank account are there. So if you are creating the new company, then you have to create, when you're working in a new company, then you have to create all the bank and the furniture. So I'm creating only the remaining ledgers. So first one, rent received, comma, second one is commission received, comma, brokerage received. So all these ledgers comes under indirect income. Next, discount allowed, indirect expenses, comma, rent received, commission. Then you have a Priya, Vinod's capital account is there. Fine. So I'll create here Vinod capital account, which is comes under capital account group. Next, you have the option that is Priya account. So we are receiving the check from Priya, so she is the sundry debtor for us. Sundry debtors. Do you have any query regarding the creation of ledger? Fine then.
Ma'am, we also need to create a SBI account.
We don't have that. Fine then. So you have to
No, ma'am,
create
we don't.
SBI bank account, which is comes under bank account group. Okay. So whichever the ledgers you don't have, so you create all the ledgers. I don't think so you have any query regarding the concept of a ledger now. Fine then. So I'll go to the option. So I'm continuing in the old company. You have the option here, gateway of tally master, create ledger. Any doubt regarding the path for creating the ledger? Fine then. First one I'm going to create here, rent received account. Enter, enter. So comes under indirect income. We have taken here indirect income. Save with this. Then commission received account. That is also comes under your indirect income. Save with this. Next, brokerage received account. Commission and brokerage both are same, but we have a different name for that. So I'm creating the different ledgers. So I'll just
Excuse
save
me,
with
ma'am.
the yes, Pa. Tell me, Pa.
Can you go a little slow, ma'am?
Sure, Pa. Creation of two ledgers are done. I'll wait for a few seconds. Once you completed with creation of a ledger, let me know. We'll continue.
Done, ma'am.
Fine, fine. So control A with this. So we created rent received, commission received. After that, brokerage received. So all these three ledgers comes under indirect income. So then discount allowed. So the name of the ledger is discount allowed. Enter, enter. So comes under indirect expenses. Discount allowed comes under indirect expenses. Okay. Any doubt you have? Fine. Save with Control A. Next. Vinod's capital account. So Vinod's capital account comes under capital account. Vinod's capital account comes under capital account. Comes under capital account. Comes under capital account. Next, control A with this. Next, you have the option Priya account. So I'm going to create here Priya account. Comes under sundry debtor. Priya's account comes under sundry debtor. Control A with this. Next, you have the option, the last one, that is SBI bank account. Enter. So comes under bank account group. SBI bank account comes under bank account group. Priya comes under sundry debtor and SBI bank account comes under bank account group. Bank account group. Everyone,
Ma'am,
creation of ledger is done. Yes, ma'am.
Vinod Capital comes under what, ma'am?
Capital account, ma'am.
Okay.
So I'll wait for 1 minute. So creation of, once you completed with the creation of ledgers, let me know, we'll continue. Done, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine then. So use Control A to accept all the ledgers. So use escape. Come to gateway of tally. So to pass the receipt to voucher, the path is gateway of tally, transaction, voucher, and the function key for receipt to voucher is F6. You can directly press F6, otherwise right side it is displaying receipt. So just click on this receipt voucher. Okay. Now, now if I want to change the date, so what is the function key to change the date?
F2.
So good.
F2.
So press F2. Take it here to 2nd June. We are passing the receipt voucher. So press F2. Press F2. Receipt voucher. Any doubt you have? Everyone are getting the credit, debit, particulars. Okay. Fine then. First one, received a rent of rupees 5,000 and commission of rupees 5,000 by cash. So in a receipt voucher, first we are going to credit, then we are going to debit it. Enter. Credit, rent received 5,000, enter. So I have to credit one more account. So it is showing me a DR. So change with a CR, enter. Commission received account 5,000, enter. Debit cash account 10,000. Cash
Excuse me, ma'am.
account. Yes, pa.
Ma'am, when I typed of the rent receipt, after clicking on the
Hmm?
enter button, I
Hmm?
received the cost allocations for the rent received account up to the 5,000 crore. Name of the
Uh,
cost center it is asking, ma'am.
so press F11. F11. Can you see enable the cost center? You can use function
Ma'am,
F11. Hmm.
when I'm clicking the F11, it is not giving any reaction, ma'am.
You use function F11. In last class, we have discussed with the same topic, no?
Okay,
You
ma'am.
have a FN, you have a FN there in your keyboard, ma'am?
Sorry, ma'am.
FN stands for function. You don't have that option in your keyboard?
Yeah, ma'am. I have, ma'am. FN.
Huh. Press that one. Press it. Then press F11. Press it. Okay.
No.
Keep it like that. Hold it. Then press F11. Got it now?
No, ma'am.
Uh, do one thing. Press FN. Hold it. Hold it. Okay. Then press F11.
No, ma'am.
Are you sure?
I'm holding on the FN. After that, I clicked on the F11, ma'am, but it is not moving, ma'am.
You do one thing. Okay. Then clear everyone, other people.
Ma'am, same problem, ma'am.
In last class only we have discussed, no guys. We will do go to the Google
Ma'am,
Chrome.
after entering, it's showing cost centers, ma'am. It's asking. If we
1 minute,
press
listen to me.
function key and F11, it's off, shutdowning the laptop, ma'am.
Then you can just press F11. Is that working or not?
It's not showing, ma'am. It's showing only F2, F10. That's all, ma'am.
Hmm? How is it? See here. This. Can you see a FN, guys? FN. This one.
Yes, ma'am.
Press that. You have the F11 here. Is that visible? Can you see here? Press. You have a all this thing. So press this F10. Can you see your F10, F11? Hold it, click on this. Okay? See here. Save with this. Come back, guys. Come to Gateway of Tally. You're in Gateway of Tally. Come to Gateway of Tally. Everyone are facing the same problem or only two of them? You're in Gateway of Tally. You have to respond me, guys.
Yes,
Ma'am, we
ma'am.
are in Gateway of Tally.
Okay? Press F10. Hold it. Then press F11. You didn't get?
No, ma'am.
You do one thing. Just press F11. Press F11. Only the F11.
Ma'am, but that shows the list of companies for features it is showing, ma'am.
Yeah, when you press F11, it is showing. It is not showing like this or something like this.
No, ma'am, we are not getting the screen.
Same screen I'm getting, ma'am.
You're getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you see here? Enable the cost center.
Wait, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Make that no.
Okay, ma'am.
make that no and save with this. You just send me a photo of it, I'll just check and I'll get back to you.
Ma'am,
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I'm looking.
excuse me, ma'am. Yeah, now
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have received that, ma'am. The company name what I have created with that the accounting
Okay.
and inventory it shows it.
Okay. You have a cost center, mother?
No, ma'am. I have only
Can you?
maintain accounts and enable the
Ha.
bill wise
Here.
entry.
Ha. Here you have the option. No, show all features.
Show more features it has, ma'am.
Yes, yes, ma. Click on that. Yes, make that yes.
Yeah, ma'am. I got it, ma'am.
Ha. Make that no and save it, ma.
Ma'am,
Amma?
for the show all features also have to click on yes or no, ma'am.
Which one, ma?
Second one, it shows like show all features. After the show more features, I clicked on yes,
Huh?
then it shows the show all
No,
features.
no need of it, ma. Just save with that. Only enable the cost center, make that no, and save with control A, ma.
Okay, ma'am.
Other people, you don't have any query regarding this F11?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Fine then. So we'll go to the voucher now. Other people, two of you, pass this entry. I'll give a 1 minute of time to you. Do it fast. Once you completed with this transaction, let me know. We'll continue.
Yes, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Fine then. So save this entry.
Ma'am, we doesn't need any narration, ma'am.
No need of it, pa. When you're working for the wholesale company, you can type being rent and commission received worth rupees 5,000 each through by cash.
Okay, ma'am. Then don't need in exam also, ma'am.
Exam you don't have a practical part, pa. Okay, only MCQ will be there for you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Next one, furniture worth rupees 18,000 was sold at 15,000 by cash by ICICI bank account. So credit furniture. Credit the next one. Credit furniture 18,000. Enter debit ICICI bank 15,000. Type it. Enter. If you get this, enter, 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 enter. Debit, discount allowed 3,000. So the next transaction is credit furniture 18,000. Debit ICICI Bank 15. Debit discount allowed 3,000. Any doubt regarding this transaction?
No, ma'am.
Fine. Control A. So second transaction is done. Next, Vinod introduced worth rupees 60,000 into business by HDFC bank check. So debit the receiver, credit the giver. So Vinod is the giver. So Vinod capital account credit worth rupees 60,000. Enter, enter. Debit HDFC bank account 60,000. Debit HDFC bank account 60,000. 16,000. Done? Fine then. So we'll save this entry.
Once again, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Fine. Control A. Next. Received a SBI check of rupees 16,000 from Priya. Enter, enter, enter. So Priya is a giver. So credit the giver. So here you have to select a on account. The thing is, so in upcoming classes we are going to discuss this method of adjustment. Currently you take it as a on account. Okay. So if you get when you click on this Priya's account, you just work with me. When I click on this enter, so currently select the on account. So on account worth rupees 16,000. Worth rupees
Excuse me,
16.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, when it asks for Vinod's capital account, the same thing it asks like on account or advance or what, ma'am?
On account, ma'am. Okay. You take on account only
Okay, ma'am.
because we don't have a proper information for that purpose. We are taking it as a on account.
Okay, ma'am.
Enter, 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 debit. You're receiving through SBI check. So I'm taking here SBI bank account. SBI bank account. Once you completed with this transaction, let me know. We'll continue.
Ma'am, how to do that on account, ma'am?
You're getting that on account and everything.
No, ma'am. I just entered and it's getting debited.
Then no issues.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
if you get that, then take it as a on account.
Okay, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Fine then. Control A with this. Next, received a brokerage charges by cash. Enter, enter, enter. So debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So brokerage received is the income worth rupees 3,000. So we are crediting it. So we are receiving through a cash. So cash is coming into the business, debited. So these are your receipt voucher. I don't think so you have any query regarding any of the transaction. Fine then. So I have to wait or we'll continue. Fine then. I'll just save with this. Control A. So we discuss with the contra payment receipt. And the next one we are going to discuss with journal voucher. And the function key for that is F7. So journal voucher is also called as a adjustment voucher. All type of transaction can be entered in this voucher except cash and bank related. Okay. So it does not include the cash and the bank related entries. So other things, if you want, you can go through that. So which are the main transactions? Depreciation and appreciation, receivable and payable. When you're transferring the amount from one partner's capital to another partner's capital account, and when we are purchasing or selling the fixed asset on credit basis. So all the adjustment entries can be done in your journal voucher except cash and bank. So I don't think so you have any query regarding the meaning of depreciation and appreciation, receivable and payable. If you have any query, let me know. We'll have a discussion on particular point. No one? Fine that. Now, you can see the path, gateway of tally, transaction, voucher, F7, journal, voucher. Next, practical exercise on your journal, voucher. Depreciate furniture by 3%, whose book value is 15,000. The value of a furniture is 15,000. The value is depreciated by 3%. So that is the first transaction. Second one, appreciate the value of a land by 7%, whose value is 5 lakh. The book value of a land is 5 lakh. The value of that is increasing by 7%. So depreciation is nothing but decreasing the value of a fixed asset. Appreciation is nothing but increasing the value of a fixed asset. Receivable and payable. Receivable is nothing but due amount from the customers. Payable is nothing but outstanding payment to your vendors. Next, purchased machinery worth rupees 50,000 from Mr. Sagar on a credit. Next, sold a car worth rupees 80,000 to Mr. Satish on a credit. Any doubt regarding any of the transaction?
No, ma.
Fine then. So we'll start with the first one is depreciation account debit. That is, so 3% 15,000. So 15 threes are 45. So 450 to furniture account worth rupees 450. Enter, enter. The second one, appreciate the value of a land by 7%, whose value is 5 lakh. So land account debit worth rupees 7%, 5 lakh. 7 3 is 35,000 to appreciation account worth rupees 35,000. Enter, enter. Next, purchased machinery worth rupees 50,000 from Mr. Sagar. So we are purchasing the asset. So take it as a machinery account debit worth rupees 15,000, sorry 50,000 to Mr. Sagar. So Sagar is a giver. Credit him 50,000. Enter, enter. Then you have the option sold car. So car is going out of the business. So Mr. Satish is a receiver. So Mr. Satish account debit 80,000 to sales account. Sorry, you can take it as a to car account 80,000. Any doubt regarding any of the transaction?
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
how did you get 450 in the first transaction?
See here, the value of that is 15,000. Okay. The value is reducing by 3%. So 15,000, 3% is 450 rupees. Got it, or I need to explain with an example? See here. So the value of that is 15,000. Multiply by 3%. So what is the value? 450. Okay. Same thing. You have the 5 lakh rupees is the value of a land. So it is increasing by 7%. So 1 month. 5 lakh divided by 7%. 5 lakh multiplied by 7%. So 35,000. So 15,000 3%, 450, and 5 lakh 7%, 35,000. Got it, or I need to explain it once, ma'am?
Ma'am, can you explain it once again?
Here. So what is the first one? Depreciation is nothing but decrease in the value of a fixed asset. The furniture is 15,000. The book value of furniture is 15,000. On that, depreciation is 3%. So the value of furniture is 15,000. Okay, multiply by 3%. 1 minute. I'll take it as 15,000 multiply by 3. So you'll get a 45 divided by 100. You'll get a 450. Okay. Got it, or I need to explain it once? The first one.
Yeah, got it. Got it, ma'am.
What about the second one? I need to explain it.
Yeah, ma'am.
So 5 lakh of a value of a land is 5 lakh. Okay. That 5 lakh is increasing by 7%. So 7, I'll take 5 lakh, 7. Okay. So divided by 100. So 35,000. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine then. So these are the things. So can you guide me how you're going to, which are the ledger you're going to create? No one? Depreciation account. So which is comes under indirect expenses, comma, then appreciation account comes under indirect income. Then, so already we have a furniture, so no need of creating it. So we have to create land, a machinery, car. So because these are the fixed assets, so I'm creating these first. Land account, machinery account, then car account. So all these things comes under fixed asset. If you're working in a new company, you can create furniture account also, no issues. So the next thing, Mr. Sagar. So he's the giver. So I'll take a sundry creditor. And Mr. Satish, so we are selling the goods to him. So he is a customer for us. Sundry debtors. Any doubt regarding the creation of ledger?
No, ma'am.
Fine. So I'm going to come to the escape gateway of tally. Gateway of tally. You have the option here. Create. Gateway of tally. Create. Create. Ledger. Ledger. First one is depreciation or depreciation account comes under indirect expenses. Depreciation account comes under indirect expenses. Depreciation account comes under indirect expenses. So control A. Second one, appreciation account comes under indirect income. Appreciation account comes under indirect income. So control A. So next, machinery account, enter comes under fixed asset. Machinery account comes under fixed asset. Comes under fixed asset. Next, control A, land account comes under fixed asset. 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 Next, car account comes under fixed asset. Car account comes under fixed asset. Next. So Mr. Sagar and Mr. Satish. So I'm taking here Mr. Sagar account. Enter. So he's the vendor for my business. So sundry creditor. Sundry creditor.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, till now for the 2 to 3 minutes we was not able to see your screen. So can you
Is it fine then?
just repeat it again, ma'am?
Yeah, sure. So first depreciation and appreciation is done, ma'am. So depreciation account, indirect expenses, appreciation account, indirect income. So one by one you have to create it and save it. Depreciation account is the name of a ledger, comes under indirect expenses. Control A. After that, appreciation account is the name of a ledger, comes under indirect income, save it. Then land account comes under fixed asset, comes under fixed asset, save it, save it. Then machinery account comes under fixed asset, save it. Comes under fixed asset, save it. Then car account comes under fixed asset, save it. Comes under fixed asset, save it. So then Mr. Sagar account comes under sundry creditor, save it. Do you have any query regarding any of the ledgers? Fine then. I'll use control A. Mr. Satish account comes under sundry debtor. Mr. Satish account comes under sundry debtors. Satish account comes under sundry debtors. Save it. So once you completed with your ledger creation, let me know. We'll continue.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine then. Use escape, escape, escape. Come to gateway of tally. So voucher, voucher, voucher. So here you have the option F7. So press F7 for journal voucher. Press F7 for journal voucher. Press F7 for journal voucher. And press F2 and take the date 1/7 and take the 1st July. And take the date 1st July. By pressing F2, change the date by 1/7. No doubt clear? Fine then. Enter, enter, enter. The first transaction is depreciate furniture by 3% whose book value is 15,000. So debit depreciation account 450, enter credit furniture account. Credit furniture account. Depreciation account debit 450, credit furniture account 450. Do you have any query regarding the first transaction? Fine then. Control A. Second, appreciate the value of a land by 7% whose value is 5 lakh. Enter, enter, enter. Land account debit 35,000. Enter, enter. You can take appreciation account. You can take appreciation account. And one more thing, if you want a calculator in a TALLYPRIME, you can use the shortcut key Control N. So Control N is the shortcut key to insert a calculator in TALLYPRIME. So if you don't want, again press Control N only. Fine. Once you complete it with the second transaction, let me know, we'll continue. Fine. Control A. So third one, purchased machinery worth rupees 50,000 from Mr. Sagar on credit. Enter, enter, enter. So debit machinery account worth rupees 50,000. Enter, enter, and credit Mr. Sagar. So here also you can see here, when I select here Mr. Sagar, you have to select on account. So you have to select on account 50,000. On account 50,000. On account 50,000. Okay. Do you have any query?
No, ma'am.
Fine then. Control it. And the last transaction, sold a car worth rupees 80,000 to Mr. Satish on a credit. Enter, enter, enter. So Mr. Satish account debit. So select here on account 80,000. Enter, enter, enter. So credit car account. Credit car account. Debit Mr. Satish. Credit car account 80,000. So once you completed with your all the transaction, let me know. We'll continue. So fine. So use Control A to save it. So if you want to view all your transaction, okay, everyone are completed with your transactions, no? Or I need to wait for a few seconds. Fine then. So I'll continue. So I have a day book here. I'll go to the option, Gateway of Tally, use escape, come to the Gateway of Tally, Gateway of Tally, Day book, Gateway of Tally, Day book, Gateway of Tally, Day book. So when I click on this day book, you can see here it is showing only 1st July entries. You can see here it is showing only the 1st July entries. 1st July entries. Guys, I'm audible to you guys. Can you hear
Yes,
me?
ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
some of the people has messaged their they are not. I'm not audible to them. Fine. So you can see here 1st July. You can see first. It is showing only the transaction which is related to 1st July. So if you want all the transaction, you can use Alt F2. So change the period there. So I'm pressing here Alt F2. Change the period. Press Alt F2. Change the period. So I'm changing the period here. 1/4 to 31st July I'll take. So 1/4 to 31st July. 1/4 to 31st July by pressing Alt F2. So Alt F2 is the shortcut key for changing the period. For changing the period for 1/4/2024 to 31st/7/2024. So change the period and enter here. So you can see all the transactions. Done till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine then. So we have discussed with the contra, payment, receipt, journal, and we have discussed with what is single entry, double entry, F2, alt F2. Okay. So other things we have day book, we have discussed little bit. So the remaining will continue from tomorrow's class. Is that fine for you guys? I don't think so
Ma'am,
you have any query regarding today's class. Yes, Patel Meka.
ma'am, tomorrow Saturday.
Saturday you don't have a class.
No, ma'am. They have mentioned only from Monday to
Ma'am, we are
Friday.
actually only from Monday to
Then
Friday.
Then do one thing, whatever we have discussed, practice it twice. If you have any query, let me know on Monday's class. Okay?
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, bye. Take care. Bye.